everybody. Welcome back. I'm Mel,
And I'm Claire.
and we are coming at you from the middle of the
Corridor. No,
Morador.
No, Mordor.
Anyway, we're the Salty Hoes. Hi, how are you?
Well, here I am showing up with my reduced brain capacity again.
Nah, we're just always making it awkward. Keeping it real.
It's my specialty.
Me too.
Very good
actually.
at it.
Yeah.
We got skills.
Well, it's a family trait.
Yeah.
I need to tell you sometime about some family anecdotes, keeping it
Ooh.
awkward. But for now, let's move into our episode. But how was your week?
My week? Yeah. Oh God, my week. It's actually fine. It's been good busy. You know how sometimes you're so tired and you're like, what is this life?
Yeah.
And then other weeks you're like, damn it, I love this shit.
I'm killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. I feel like I'm having some hair issues this week. Like my hair has gone gigantically big.
Your hair looks fantastic.
Well, you're so nice, but it's a little out of control.
I don't know
need
how
a little
you...
gloss or something in
Okay.
there. It's
I don't know how you make it so fantastically curly all the time.
oh, you're so nice. Well, probably because it's a dry, fuzzy mess. And so
Doesn't look fuzzy to me.
it's like, what was that film? Fuzzy Wuzzy Was a Woman? That's the vibe I'm putting out today. Richard Pryor. What was that movie?
I don't know that movie.
Yeah, I gotta find. It was like Gene Hackman and Richard Pryor. Fuzzy Wuzzy Was a Woman.
Amazing.
Best film line of all time. My sister and I used to say it all the time, and it would really piss my mom off.
Well, you look gorgeous.
Well, thank you. How was your week?
It was good. It was fine. Just keeping on.
Yeah.
I did rewatch the Alex Honnold Skyscraper Live. Did you watch
Ooh.
that when it came out?
I haven't watched it yet. I definitely want to, and I've seen some pictures, and it's like, holy shit. Like he's okay, but like the terror
It's
is real.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really is. Both times I watched it, I was just absolutely terrified for him, palms
Wow.
sweating, the whole thing.
And you knew the outcome.
I knew the outcome. It was wild. I mean,
Yeah.
it was similar to when I watched Free Solo, which was his documentary movie. Remember
That's a good
that?
one. Yeah.
So good. I mean, not only did I know he had survived that,
Yeah.
I'd actually seen him at the climbing gym
Oh my
here in
God.
Utah the week before it came out.
Wow.
Yeah, he lives in Vegas, but every now and then he'll come to Utah for a comp or for whatever. And I had
Because
seen him.
mountains.
Yeah, at Momentum Mill Creek. Like he had a little
Wow.
cluster of fans. Like I wanted to go fangirl too, but
Yeah.
that's not really my vibe. So I
Yes.
didn't, I just looked
Yeah.
from afar. So I knew, I saw him with my own eyes, right?
my
and
God.
still, that movie was so terrifying,
Wow.
but in a good way.
You're like, I have proof of life. Like
Yeah.
I know he lives.
Yes,
And
and
yet.
still,
And yet.
absolutely unbelievable.
I think I saw that in the movie theater with you. Did I?
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
All those years ago.
Yeah, it was a minute ago.
Is he tall?
I think he's a little over 6 feet, as I remember. Or
okay.
maybe not quite that tall. I don't know. I would have to look it up, actually.
Yeah. Weird question. I mean, people don't typically just be like, is he tall? But yeah, that's cool. You saw him in real life.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times.
That's awesome.
He's really cool.
And something that's really impressive about him from climbing his wee tar is on the top of the tar. What was he doing, Mel?
He was texting.
Wow.
Probably his wife.
Yeah. Say, hey, babe, I made it. So what is the moral of this story?
Yeah, take notes, men.
Yeah. If a man ever tells you he's too busy to text you,
Don't believe him.
just show him that picture.
That's right.
You just scaled a tar.
Yeah, if Alex Honnold can text from the top of Taipei 101, then
Yeah.
he could text you back.
Exactly. So we won't take anything less moving forward. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Alex. We
Appreciate
love you.
your service.
Well, today we thought it would be fun just to, go a little freestyle, talk about some fun dating stories. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, and I think we need to share positive stories too. Like we have lots of fun with sort of the dating disasters, but like, have you ever had like a first date or just a date where you were like, damn, that was magic?
Yeah, I have had a couple. I think I've already mentioned High Rise, so I won't mention him again. That was a magical first date.
Yeah.
5 hours of conversation. That was
Damn.
really great.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and I don't know how many magical first dates I've had, but I've had some good first dates.
Magical's a big word. I'm being
That's
a wee
a
bit
lot of-
hyperbolic. That's pressure. So let's just
Yeah.
say good.
Good. Okay.
We'll go with good.
Sure.
Give us a good first date.
Okay, sure. I'll give you a good first date. Actually, it was 2 good dates. So I had a first and a second date with this person. And I don't want to share his real name, so let's see.
Make one up.
Yeah,
like
let's
all
make
good
one up.
girlies do.
Exactly.
What should we call this guy?
I think we're gonna call this guy Eddie. How about
Okay,
that?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Cute.
All right.
Eddie.
Yeah. Eddie is a professional. He's got a good job.
Oh,
Yeah.
where'd you find him?
Well, honestly, I feel like I find several of those. I feel like
Yeah.
the universe is actually trying to send me a physician or a lawyer, but they always end up being quite disappointing. And
I just get the entrepreneurs.
oh, yeah, that's right. You mean the broke homosexuals?
Yes, the homosexuals.
Right. Yeah. So Eddie and I had coffee on our first date, and
Lovely.
it was lovely, actually.
Very nice.
It was a great conversation. We got a little deep, like not too inappropriately
Right.
deep, but you know what I mean. I feel like we had a connection. It
Like
was
connective deep.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice. It was about an hour, which I feel like is great for a first date.
Good first date vibes.
He did buy my coffee.
Nice.
I know.
Oh, Eddie.
Claire's like,
Woo.
what is this
I'm
world?
like, swoon.
Yeah.
I feel verklempt. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was great. And then I met up with Eddie again about a week later.
Yeah.
And it was another good date. So
Wow.
he actually, get this, Claire, get this. I know this is going to just sound wild to you.
Oh my God, I'm gripped.
But
What?
he planned a date.
Dear God.
He asked for input and then made a plan.
What? So he inquired as to your desires and then implemented them.
Yes, he actually gave me 3 options. He's like, I was thinking of these 3 restaurants. Which one sounds
my
better
God.
to you?
So here's the thing. He just found the sweet spot because he got your input. He gave you choices, but he wasn't like Heinz 57.
Right. It wasn't like, oh, what do you want to
This
do?
choice
I don't
or
know.
this choice or that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it was just, here's 3 options. Pick
wow.
one.
Perfectly executed, Eddie. High five.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
So we went to dinner and it was nice again. We had a great conversation.
Wow.
It seemed like we were really hitting it off,
Yeah.
etc. But I will say that on neither of these dates did things get flirty or romantic whatsoever.
So there was no kisses,
No,
hugs.
no kid. Well, maybe like a very chaste hug. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
like the same kind
Yeah.
of hug you might give a friend of the
Yeah.
opposite gender or the same
Yes.
gender.
Yeah.
Right? Just a little friendly hug.
Little greet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But zero flirting. And this is actually
Huh.
going to be important to the third date.
Okay.
Yeah. So
First date, you could just see, oh, they're being a gentleman or
yeah,
whatever.
and I think that's fine, right?
That's lovely. But second date over dinner, you'd expect like a little,
Yeah.
a little
like maybe
nudge,
a
brush of the hand.
something like
Yeah.
that, or maybe a compliment or
Yeah.
2, even if like it doesn't get physical, which is fine.
Because
Maybe
I'm
like,
willing to bet you looked hot.
oh, I did look hot.
Yeah.
I had it going on,
Dude, acknowledge that,
Yeah.
please, for the love of God.
right? I did my hair and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, so really like no flirting, no
Mhm.
compliments, but I was like, you know what, I like this guy. Like
Yeah.
we've had a couple of great conversations.
Mhm.
I'm willing to go on a third date. Maybe the spark will arise because
Right.
sometimes it takes a minute,
Takes
right?
a wee minute.
Yeah. And he's not unattractive. So I
Yeah.
was like, all right, so a third date. Okay. And we had to like pause a couple weeks because he was traveling, I was traveling. So there was a little space
Right.
between date 2 and
Life
date
gets
3.
busy. Mhm.
There was a little bit of texting, not too much.
Yeah.
Once again, none of the texting was flirty at all.
Yeah.
It was just very like, hey, how are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like just friendly, casual, not flirty, not hot and heavy, no sexting, no dick pics, not even really a compliment, right?
Which is sometimes you're like, that's okay. Especially right at the start. I mean, you like a wee bit of flirt or a tease, but you
Yeah.
also don't want a deluge of dick pics either.
Right. Like a little flirting would be nice,
Yes.
but it was okay. It was
Yeah.
fine. So third date,
Mm-hmm.
he says, why don't I pick you up at
Yeah.
your house and we'll, get a drink and you can tell me about, the last couple weeks.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Right? I
And a
was like,
pick up
great.
at see if you feel safe at this point,
Right.
right?
We've met twice in
Yes.
public places now. I
Yes.
feel okay giving him my
Mhm.
address,
Yeah.
right? Like he is who he says he is.
I like a wee date pickup. I think it's
yeah,
kind of
me
cute.
too.
Yeah.
So, right. So he comes to my house
Yeah.
at the time he said he was going to come, and gets to the door, and I was like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
where are we going?" And he was like, "Oh, I didn't really make a plan."
Yeah.
And he was like,
Ugh.
"I know, right?" red
You're all,
flag. I was like,
dude, the
oh.
second date vibes, where did they go?
Yeah, right? I
Yeah.
thought, oh, we were going to go get a drink, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, sometimes bars are kind of loud. He's like, so maybe, I don't know, we could go to the liquor store, get a bottle of wine, and then go to my house. And I was like, I'm already like, I don't love this.
It's starting to feel a little suspicious
It is.
because
Ooh.
the plans changed
Right.
without prior warning. And also,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
love this.
I
don't
right.
love
I
this.
didn't love it either.
Yeah.
But at this point, he's already on my doorstep.
Yeah.
Right. And I was tired, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, I'd been traveling. Like, I
Yes.
had a lot of social stuff catching up with people.
Yeah.
I was kind of exhausted. And I was like, I don't want to get in your car,
Yeah.
go to the liquor store, then go to another location. Like, you don't even have a bottle of wine at your house.
Like is that a red flag?
It's a little red flaggy, right? I don't know.
And
I
going
mean,
to the liquor store in Utah is an ordeal.
yeah.
It's not like running into Trader Joe's and getting a bag of chips and a bottle of wine.
Well,
Like,
it's just not like fun or
handy.
romantic
Yeah.
or like anything. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, why don't you just come in? We'll have a drink and, we can chat for a minute.
Yeah.
He was like, perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Like, all righty.
Yeah.
But at least it's on your turf.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this way, at least it will be shorter.
Yes.
If like this isn't really going to be great.
Right.
Yeah. So he comes in. I pour a couple glasses of wine. He sits on the couch. I sit on the couch. We're not touching once again.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. And we were talking about various things maybe for 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, what did you do today? And I was like, well, I went to the gym and, I haven't been in a couple of weeks. So I feel like I'm probably going to be sore.
Yeah.
Normal, right? I think that's
It's just
Yeah.
You told me, we both shared actually this morning, I had sore legs, you had sore shoulders.
that's right.
It's just a share.
Right. It's a human thing. And
Yeah.
I wasn't even like, I am sore. I
Yeah.
said, I feel like tomorrow I'm going to be sore
Yes.
because it's been a couple weeks.
Anticipatory sore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he goes, you know what? Can I be like really vulnerable with you right now?
What is he going to say?
I know. And I was like, sure.
Like that feels confessional.
It does. And, I like a man who can open up and be vulnerable,
Yeah.
but it seemed like a non sequitur when I had just said something about the gym.
Right.
But
You're like,
still-
where did this come from?
Yeah.
Like, were you in a fire at a gym one time? Like, did you invest in a gym and it went out of business? Like,
Yeah.
where is this going?
Sure. I didn't know. I was like, maybe
Yeah.
this is related or maybe he's changing the subject or
Yeah.
something. So he's like, can I just be really vulnerable with you right now? And I was like,
Yeah, you're like,
sure,
"Oh,
you can.
yes, little bird. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
You can be vulnerable with me.
Wow.
And he was like, well, why don't you just come over here and I'll give you a massage?
Wow. Well, that went from 0 to 60.
Yeah.
So, like, this is just a recap. A man who didn't flirt.
No flirting.
There's not even been like a wee kiss on the cheek.
Nope.
Not a brush of the hand.
Nope.
And it goes from vulnerable. How is that even vulnerable?
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah. It was a very awkward segue to put
Yeah.
his hands on my body.
On your naked body,
On my
most
body,
likely,
yeah.
as well. I mean, I know he didn't specify that, but when you hear massage, you're not gonna.
Yeah.
you're
The
not
subtext.
thinking fully closed.
Yeah. The subtext was like, take your shirt off, right?
I am.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I'm all good.
Wow.
No, thank you.
Oh my God. How did he respond when you turned down such a delectable offer?
I mean, he was clearly upset.
Whoa.
Yeah. Not
Ew.
happy.
That's like ick right there.
Yeah. And then there was a couple more uncomfortable moments. And then
Yeah.
he was like, well, I think I'm going to take off. I was like, great.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Don't forget your coat.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Like, oh my God.
So I'm sorry. That was supposed to be a positive story, wasn't
Well,
it?
I mean,
It
was.
started kind of positive.
Yeah.
I guess that was just a recent occurrence.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not that recent, like a couple months ago, but recent-ish
Yeah.
in my dating world.
And you had 2 wonderful moments.
Yeah.
So
well,
let's
or at
link
least,
on the positive.
at least okay.
Yeah.
World's okay estate.
Yeah, that could get a wee rosette. A
Yeah,
wee
right.
pin. World's most okay date. Sometimes we'll settle for that and call it a win.
Yeah. I thought it was a win until that awkward, weird, vulnerable massage
Yeah.
moment.
Vulnerable massage. Maybe like some massage places, wellness places should put that on their menu. Not their menu, like their offerings.
Yeah. You can say
Vulnerable
menu.
massage.
A vulnerable massage.
Like whatever.
Ugh.
Like, do you talk about your pain and you're like, parental wounds
I-
during that massage.
I don't like it at all. I don't like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sorry. That kind of went, down the shitter. Why don't you tell me one of your dating stories?
We just like to
Positive,
keep it real.
negative, whatever. Just share with me.
Well, because, when you think about them, you're like, God, that was magical. But then usually it goes tits up and you're like, well, there
I
you
love that
go.
expression. I love it.
Well, this story does actually meet that criteria. So, I'm gonna be bold here. And I am gonna say that this first date was actually quite magical.
Oh, I love it.
And I think it was a lot of factors.
Okay.
Like, it maybe just wasn't the date, it was the place, the circumstance. And I was just kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
Life, generally.
Totally. Yeah, some nights are like that.
And you're just in a good vibe. And you're like, this is a good vibe. So this one is interesting. So we'll call this person the millennial.
The millennial.
Because
Ooh,
they were, in fact,
I like it.
a millennial.
Oh, those millennials.
And you know me.
I do.
I don't tend to go young.
Nope.
And I did feel a little weird about it initially.
He wasn't that much younger, though, right?
No, like not even a full decade.
Oh, that's fine.
I know, but it's just not my thing.
Mr. Levin is a full decade younger than me. Also
He's-
a millennial.
Well, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever registered that consciously before. And see, that feels fine to me, but I don't know. I just felt some
Because it's me.
well, not because it's you, as in, oh, that's Mel.
That's
She
just
goes for the young and
cougar vibes.
but just it's one of those things, like when you look at it for others, you're like, yeah, that's reasonable. But then you feel funny about it yourself. I don't know. I think it's just I've typically always liked older dudes.
That's fair. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the millennial.
So this was actually one of the Sundance sitches.
Oh,
Where,
Sundance.
well, and he wasn't actually here for Sundance, just in my sprawling brain. I always have to draw in some random comparisons that actually don't make sense. But,
No, that makes sense.
well, I saw him on the app and was like, you're not from Utah. Like, I didn't even have to scroll down.
Right, similar to what we
Yes.
see during Sundance.
Out of towner,
Yes.
right? And actually, I tell a lie, it was Sundance. And I said, oh, are you here for Sundance? Turns out, dude was a planner.
Ooh.
He was a planner. So, beautiful intersection here. So, he was like, oh, I was like, are you here for Sundance? And he said, I'm not actually here as in Utah yet, but I'm coming to ski in a couple of weeks. And turns out he was from New York.
Oh, so
But-
he was already pre-lining up his
He
dates.
was, yes,
Oh, okay.
a
All right.
planner.
All right. A
I
little
appreciate
effort.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to be in Salt Lake City. What are the Utah girlies like? Let's,
You know what? I don't mind that at all.
Yeah. And I actually did make it very clear. I was like, so are you looking for hookups in Utah? Because that's not my vibe.
Yeah.
It's just, and at that, yeah. I don't need to apologize for that. That just was not my vibe.
That's fine.
And he's like, yeah, that's cool. He's like, I'm all for a hookup, but also just for a fun date. And I was like, okay, cool. But this is where the magic part starts.
Here we go.
So, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm buckled up.
You're like-
I'm actually holding the
I
edge of
know.
my chair
You're
literally right now.
Gripped. Yeah, and you're like, oh God, Claire's magic bar is quite low. But no, honestly, it was, because here's the thing, we don't travel much in our jobs, right? It's not like a travel-centric kind of occupation that we have.
No.
I mean, the odd thing, but
Like one conference a year, maybe.
right. I had this weird and wonderful 6-week period where I had 3 things in a row, and even stranger, I didn't have to pay or fund any of them.
I remember that time,
Yeah.
actually. I remember because I was...
good period.
Yeah, I was so happy for you, but also we were trying to get together for brunch, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not seeing my wee Claire for a couple months.
No, because it was back to back, and one of them, I still don't even know A, how they found me, and B, why they wanted to pay for me to come on this lush trip. But anyway, it happened. It was wonderful. So turns out he's from New York City. I am going to New York City the next week.
Amazing.
And I'm still in New York. He leaves for Utah, and then I come back the next day to Utah. So you're like, oh my God, is this kismet?
Yeah.
It's just cool.
And also, it can be a fun little fling without being a hookup, right?
Yes.
That's different.
It is a different vibe.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was not in any way, shape, or form looking for a serious situation.
Right.
I had a year off, a very intentional year off dating. I was just dipping my toe back in the pool.
As you do.
And he was a wee millennial. So I was like, okay, like, this is not a long-term prospect. This is fun.
Yeah.
And look at this great kismet. Like, it wasn't like, oh my God, the universe has manifested my soulmate. It was just like, this is kismet. This could be so fun.
Yeah, the stars have aligned
Yeah.
for me to have a nice little fling.
Exactly. That was the vibes going into it. So next week I'm in New York, but I'm just feeling the vibes, you know?
Yeah.
I'm in New York, I feel happy. It's like good part of this trip.
Oh, wait.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
This is just a distraction. I'm
No.
channeling you right now.
Okay.
This was the New York trip where you saw my son, right? On a school trip.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
I love these connections.
Amazing. That was so cute.
did.
Claire sent me the cutest picture of
Aw.
her and my son, a cute little selfie from the hotel. It made me so happy.
Oh, and can I just say what a cool and amazing kid that you have? Because
Oh.
I was like, oh my God, hi, like this like crazy lady, and he's a teen, and you know, he's so cute and cool. And I was like, oh, your mom's gonna be so glad that I saw you. Can we do a selfie? And he was like, yes. Like, he's just such a good kid.
He loves you too, though.
Aw.
He's a sweetheart.
He is such like, you can conversate with this kid, like good kid.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just got
No,
so
I
excited
love
because
that.
I remember this trip.
I'm all about the connections.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, please go on. Sorry.
So yeah, it was like a very cool trip. It involved going to like the UN a couple of times. Like, I was living my best life
Amazing.
because my nerdy self, it was like, what? And I got into like this little routine, and I'd walk from my hotel, just walking up to the UN, and I'd find a little coffee shop and everything. And I was just like, I am living my best life.
So fun.
This is so good. So you see where the magic comes in.
Absolutely.
It was just like a
yeah.
good vibes time.
The stage was set for magic.
The stage was set. So I take a little selfie. I might get food like the first night I'm there, and I'm like, you know, I'm in your town or your neck of the woods, whatever. And he was so fun. He texts back and he's like, oh my God. And like always little compliments by, you know, you look beautiful, or
Cute.
just like snappy,
Love
shall
it.
we say, like snappy text.
Yes, like good banter.
Just
like
good banter.
cute, fun
And
banter.
not like too far, just
Yeah.
sweet.
Love it.
And so he was like, wait, what are you doing tomorrow night? And I was like, nothing.
You.
I'm free. Yeah. And he's like, well, I actually have to fly to Utah really, really early the next morning. But if you promise to send me home early, like, let's grab a drink. And I was like,
Yes, please.
yes, that sounds amazing. So go do all the work in the day. And again, lovely, texting back and forth. He's like, where, because I was in a touristy part. I don't love that. He was not in a touristy part. And he's like, how confident would you feel about like taking transport? And I was like, oh, 100%. Like, I've been to New York
Yeah.
many times. Like,
No
I
big
will
deal.
happily take the subway. And, you know, I grew up in Belfast. I don't scare easily.
Right.
Like, it always, sidebar, makes me laugh in Utah. People are like, you walked a block at night, or you took the tracks? And it's like,
You drove to West Valley?
right. And you're just like,
You're like, well, last time I checked, there were no car bombs there.
oh
so.
my God. Yeah, you're like, I think we're all going to be okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes, 100%. Like, I love a wee adventure. Tell me where to meet you. So he gives me directions, what what public transportation to get on. And again, I'm just on the train in New York. Like, I love that. I know some people aren't into big cities. I love it.
Me too.
I love all the strangeness that you see, and just, you know,
So fun.
it's so fun. So I meet him at this cute little bar. It's called The Immigrant. I was
Oh,
like, thank you.
perfect.
Thank you. I don't think he made that connection, but cute little bar, like so cute. I get there first. He walks in, and you know, one of those dates, it doesn't happen often, where you don't even have to speak, but you're just like, ah.
Yes.
Like, you hear the angels sing.
Immediate attraction, immediate
Yes.
connection.
Just like, yeah, there's just a vibe.
You're vibing.
We're vibing. And it felt mutual, which was even better.
Yeah, that is magical.
So he
Your
wa-
bar is not low for magic. This is magical.
It was real, and it gets
Yeah.
better.
Ah, well, I can't wait.
So he walks in. We have a hug. It's just a lovely hug. We sit up at the bar. It's very like dim light. Like, it's just all perfect. Dim lighting. Very,
I love that.
very lovely.
I love sitting at the bar too, by the way.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
It was so fun. So we're already like blah, 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 chatty, and then we're like, okay, we need to pause and order drinks. Let's get a drink. We both love gin. We're having our wee drinks, and like even the body language, without even realizing, we're both like directly facing each other, like knees touching, and just like one of those times where you can't get enough conversation.
Yes.
Like it's flowing.
I
Just
love it.
back and forth. And get this, you're gonna die.
I can't wait.
He asked questions.
What?
I know.
Where did you find this man?
I know. Swoon. So yeah, like I would ask him stuff and he'd be telling me, and then he'd be like, okay, but wait, what about you? And I'm like,
Oh my God.
is this what the millennials are like? Like, is this a generational thing? I didn't know, but it was amazing. It was very, very, very lovely. So I was like, okay, I was given very clear orders that I need to send you home early. You have to leave at like 6 a.m. tomorrow. And he was like, no, but I'm not ready to go home.
No.
And it was so cute. Like, so he's like, well, let's go to another bar. So
Second location. Okay.
second location,
You really are vibing.
right? And it was just so fun. So we went to one. What was it called? It was something to do with Jonathan Swift. It was called like the
Gulliver's Travels
or Swift. No,
something
it was
like that?
it was like more esoteric because he said it, and I
Oh.
was like, "Is that like Jonathan Swift?" And he was like, "I don't think so." And we got there, and sure enough, it was.
Wow.
So it was cool. Got there. I met an Irish barman. That was so fun. We were talking about Kneecap and our Irish music, and I was just like, "Life is good."
Yeah.
You know, it was just kind of a magical evening for so many reasons.
Yeah. What a great night.
So we're at the back. We're standing at like this wee bar thing, and the lip balm comes out.
The lip balm.
I'm like, oh God, the lip balm on alert.
Yep. Getting ready.
Smooching's gonna happen. So he
Prepping.
puts on his wee lip balm, and he's like, "Do you want some?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll not say no to that." So
Lube it up, baby.
lube it up. So we finish up at the bar. We walk to the wee subway because we're on the same train going different directions.
Oh, it's
And
like a movie.
It was like a wee movie. So we get to the top of the stairs, and I definitely felt a little tipsy because I remember saying, "Can I take your arm?" But it was literally because I felt like I might fall over. I wasn't really trying to flirt. I was just like, I need some assistance.
That's cute.
But so yeah, we got to the top. I mean, I wasn't like staggering, but it
Of
was
course.
just nice.
Yeah.
You know, when you feel like
Like a happy
Little
little buzz.
loosey-goosey.
Yeah, happy
Yeah.
little buzz.
yeah, it was good. So we got to the top, and you know, we're both like, oh, that was such a good night, and it really was just so fun. Like, look at me, I'm beaming even telling you about it.
are.
fun.
Oh.
So we said our goodbyes, and the kiss happened,
Ooh.
and it was like lovely.
Magic.
It was just lovely.
Sparks.
There was wee sparks, and then it was so cute because after we had our little smooch, he goes, "Oh God, you're a good kisser too,"
Oh.
and it was so sweet. So
melting.
we had another little smooch, and then we both parted ways and went down to our train. But you know, all the stations are different, and this happened to be one where you know you could see through to the other side.
Oh, yeah.
So we both walked down. I wasn't even paying attention, and I look over, and we're literally standing right opposite each other.
It literally a movie. This is so
It
cinematic.
really it was so like magic.
I
Right
can
now,
im-
you know why I used the word.
Yeah, I can imagine it in my head, and it's lovely.
It was just so pleasant.
Yeah.
I think that's the word, pleasant. And you know, after a year of not dating, I was like, oh damn, okay, this could be a good life.
Not so
with
bad.
him. I just mean dating in general.
Right. Like
You
it
know?
gives you hope for something else.
Yes. It was like a faith inspiring story. So it gets even cuter. So next thing, he texts a picture of me sitting on the platform.
Oh, stop.
I know.
Oh my God, I'm melting now.
It was so melty. And then I text a picture of him back.
Oh my God.
And then the trains come, and we get on the trains, and we go in opposite directions. And at this point, I realize it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah. So that early thing really worked out well,
It
huh?
really worked out well. He got like a whole 4 hours of sleep.
Not
But-
if his flight left at 6, he got 2 hours of sleep, maybe.
Oh, yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or like 90
Well,
minutes.
no, I think he had to be there by 6. So
Oh,
I think he
okay.
got a solid 4
Okay,
hours.
all right, fair.
Yeah. Let's not give him too much credit. So we go in our opposite directions, and I get on the train, and again the magic just continues. Like this sort of intoxicated on something guy comes up and he's like, "I want to draw you."
Like one of your French girls?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, it is February in New York. Like I'm all like wrapped up, and yeah, I was like, okay, fill your boots. That's an Irish thing. Go ahead. Is
I like it.
Yeah.
Fill your boots.
fill your boots. And so he drew me. I have to add that this sketch looked nothing like me.
Do you have it?
I do. I have it up in my office because it was just such a good memory of a good night.
Okay, I'm going to swing by your office sometime and see it.
Yeah, you have to see it because
I will.
I have an overly enlarged forehead in this picture, and I don't think my forehead is abnormally
No.
large.
It's very normal size.
It's just average.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was my teeth. That would be another story, but it was the forehead. So he drew this picture, and I changed trains and got my other little train, and I just floated back to my hotel.
Of course.
I was like, what a great night. Like, that was just lovely.
I'm happy from the inside out just hearing about this
Right?
night. Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a good time. And I think we even like text, like, are you home okay? It's always hot when they text, are you home?
Oh my God, yes.
Like, dudes, if you're listening, hottest thing you can literally do.
Right? It's like the tiniest bit of effort, but
Yeah.
it feels so good.
It's that like protective energy we talk about. I know
Yes.
we've talked about this before.
It's healthy masculinity.
Yes. Love me some of that. So yeah, I'm just like floating, happy. He goes off to Utah. I finish my trip, and we plan a date for Utah. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so fun.
Wow.
And again,
Like
I-
days later, right?
like 2 days later.
Yeah.
And I just want to emphasize again that this was fun.
So fun.
I did not want to marry this man.
No, of course. That was
Simply
never
fun.
on the table.
Never on the table.
Just a fun time.
Very different lives.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I get back to Utah. Well, you know this because we were actually supposed to double date.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Remember that?
I do. I do.
And his skiing buddy flaked.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it did not happen.
No.
I was open to
Yeah.
that possibility.
And you were so gracious about it all. So thank you.
Oh, of course.
Because they had lost their preparation streak by this stage. It was very haphazard.
Yeah, it had kind of fallen apart.
And in their defense, they did get trapped in a snowstorm up the mountain that day.
Oh, that's right. The
Yeah.
canyon was having issues.
Yes,
Yeah.
there were factors. So
Sure.
we'll give them a pass. But I had a date with him that night, and then we actually continued to we had like 3 dates, and they were all delightful.
Oh my God.
All delightful. Just
Amazing.
So nice. And then we had one more date before he left, and it kind of low-key went to shit, I'm not going to lie.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's a long story, so we don't need to get into it, but it didn't end well.
Oh, it's so disappointing.
And it had been a really pleasant night, and then it just got like weird.
Like super awkward, super weird.
Well, and I just feel like he shoved me out the door, and I was like standing outside of my own at like 3 a.m,
Ew.
waiting on an Uber
Oh, that's
that
horrible.
took 13 minutes to come, and it was like 16 degrees.
Oh my God, that's just
I
horrible.
was like, yeah, that
Wow.
part's not so fun. I will give it to him though. He texted me all the way home, and he was like, okay, that just got weird. I was like, thank you for acknowledging. And then he was like, I want to fix this. Like I leave. He wasn't leaving the next day, but he had plans. He was leaving the next day. He's like, can we just get like a half hour to see each other in person? And I do get a little defensive. I'm like, no, you're dead to me now. Like, don't ever talk to me again. My little heart is hurt.
That is fair.
Yeah.
After the way he treated
Like
you.
I felt very tender.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't mad. I was sad.
Oh yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
disappointment after all these like fun, magical little dates, and then suddenly he's
Yes.
like shoving you out the door and
Yeah.
like making you wait outside for an Uber.
Yeah.
Gross.
And also
Super gross.
he was like, well, you flipped out and left. I was like, I do not remember it being that way, but okay.
You know what? Here's the flip side of those millennials. They're so fragile.
Yes.
They're really emotionally fragile.
There was fragility
Yeah.
happening.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that's men in general, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I don't get quite the same fragility with our Gen X colleagues.
That's fair.
maybe.
They're a little more hardened by life.
Yeah, right. Like we grew up feral, right?
Yeah, I know. We don't need a jacket in winter. Yeah, yeah. So, some of that. So, you take the good with the bad. You take the good with the bad. But I bought him a little gift and stuff because it had been his birthday, but he didn't even like open it and stuff. So it was just weird. Anyway, we did meet. We did resolve. It was actually really a positive experience for me because I was like, oh my God, look at that. Like,
You can repair.
yes. And it was actually like a really nice experience. We kept in touch, blah, blah, blah. You're like, where is this going? So like a couple of weeks later, I was weirdly going back to New York on another trip. And so, we were chatting, sending little voice notes, but there was definitely like a shift.
There was an edge.
There was a shift.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I feel a shift. Like, are we cool here? Because I was like extending my trip to hang out with him.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So you kind of want to know.
Yeah.
So closer to the time we talk about logistics, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to book an Airbnb. I'm deciding where to book it, like near you, near here, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, why don't you just come stay with me?
Oh.
And I was not going there at all
Fair.
because, it just felt a little too soon. And then I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? Sure. It's like 2 nights or whatever.
Yeah.
Turned out it was 3 nights because my flight was out like first thing Monday morning to get back in time for work and all that. And I told him this, and there was just silence.
Wait, what?
Like he was like, confirm your dates that you're going to be here. And I said, oh, it's actually 3 nights. And it just went to crickets.
Oh, no.
So I was like, is everything okay? Like a couple of hours later. And he goes, it's just that feels like a really long time.
Oh, my God. He's the one that offered.
I know. And I was like, okay, well, when were you going to tell me? I think that was more what bugged me. I was like, well, when were you going to say that? Like, was I going to get there or, And so anyway, we talked through it again. And I said, look, I'm just going to extend my hotel. Like, it's fine.
Yeah,
this
I would
is getting weird.
It's uncomfortable at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to be staying somewhere where you're not sure you're wanted.
Yeah. So
Awkward.
I'm like, we'll hang out, but I'm going
Yeah.
to make my own plans.
Yeah, good.
So I did that. And wrapping this up real quick, the abrupt end, I get to New York and I haven't heard from him. So I'm sitting at this big fancy schmancy dinner and I text him something a little snarky.
Fair.
It
That is
was
fair.
a little snarky. And he writes back and he goes, wait, what? Are you in New York?
No.
Like,
Are you shitting me?
like it was a revelatory experience.
Oh, my God. So he just played stupid.
So bear in mind that I had extended this trip
Yeah, you'd been talking about
after
this.
weeks of like literally nonstop travel, which side story, I also got shingles in the middle of it. So
Oh my
I was just
God.
like, my God, like, please just, I want to go home. When you're at that
Yes.
point, you're like, I want to go home.
Oh, honey.
So I am like, are you fucking shitting me? Like, I was just
Yeah, what
like,
the fuck?
okay, cool. But then it gets worse because he's like, I just forgot you were coming. What's the big deal?
What?
And I was like,
What's the big deal?
Yeah, and-
Sir, you invited me to stay with you, then
Yes.
rescinded that invitation sort of in a
Yes.
half-assed, weird, avoidant way.
And then
And
completely,
then it just slipped your mind?
completely. Like, how would you feel in this circumstance? Do you feel wanted? Do you feel desired?
I would feel fucking furious
Yeah.
is what I would feel.
Yes. I was just like, okay, then here we are. And, he was defensive and like, it's not a big deal. I was like, it
No.
kind of is.
It is a big deal.
Like, maybe this is where the age is showing here. So
Yikes.
yeah, we kind of I was like, well, I guess I'll make my own plans. So like I booked a show, like, planned little trips for myself. And then the next night, it's the night before I leave. And we sort of reached out again because he is a good human. Like he is a nice guy. Like I would have a drink with him again, just for old time's sake.
Okay.
Not going down the fun road.
Yeah.
But he said, I guess I didn't realize you like me so much. And that just gives me
Ew.
such the ick.
Ew, 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 ew. No.
It's like, buddy,
No.
we were both having fun.
I don't like that for you at all.
No, and this is why I emphasized that this was never more than fun.
This is like, it may not be gaslighting, but it's kind of gaslight adjacent.
Yes. Because is this not the point?
Right.
Are we supposed to go, no, well, I didn't like you, but I made out with you a lot in that parking lot because I didn't like you that
Yeah,
much?
I was just humoring you.
Yeah.
No, stop it.
Like, is that not the point?
That's gross.
So I was like, okay, like,
No,
bleh.
gross.
Then we sort of make amends, and he's like, well, look at us being stupid. We could have been sitting having a drink together. And I was like, I know. So he's,
Us, quote unquote, us doing a lot of work in that sentence. Us being stupid. Excuse me?
I love that, us doing a lot of work. Yes, the royal we. The royal we was coming out. So I was like, well, what about tonight? And he said, I have a birthday party and I have the assignment to bring cupcakes, so that won't work for me.
The cupcake excuse.
Yes. So at that point, I was like, Jesus, no. Okay, bye.
Yeah, we're all done here.
Yeah. So we settled on brunch the next morning, and then I woke up and I thought, you know what? I just want to go home. So I changed my flight on Delta. I
Good.
went and found myself the best egg sandwich I've ever had in my life, and then I just went home.
You know, that sounds more satisfying than brunch with this man
It was
at
pretty,
this point.
It was pretty satisfying. So yeah,
Ooh, wow.
that got long. That was like an epic journey.
It was
the odyssey.
You know,
of dating.
Yeah, right. It was like the mythic cycle, right?
We experienced all the things. The hero's
The
journey.
hero's journey, right? Some Campbell is happening here, right? There's the call to adventure, right? Like we could probably put all the parts together.
I experienced the whole gauntlet. So
You sure did. Journey to the underworld.
journey to the under. But you know what? I will always maintain that first date was magic.
It sounded
It really
magical.
was.
And you know what? Despite the shitty sequel,
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you that happened because you know what? Like I have experienced this as well. Like sometimes even if a man is going to be stupid and everything goes to shit,
Yeah.
you do have those moments where you're like, okay, maybe
Yes, it's possible.
it's possible.
Yes.
Right? Like this human connection where
Yes.
you're both into it and like
Yep.
sharing this wonderful connection that is possible.
Yeah.
And I think it gives us hope.
It does. And it really did. Like, I was just like, God, that was so good to feel that connection with somebody, because it's a little bit rare. It happens,
Yeah.
but you know,
It is rare.
And so, you know, hat tip to him.
All right.
I honor that space of that
Okay.
being magic.
Yes, hat tip to the millennial in all his good and
Splendor.
all his splendor, his magnificence, his avoidance, his gaslighting, his
All of it.
weirdness, his awkwardness. You know, life is a rich tapestry.
Yeah. I mean, he was lovely, interesting, funny, softest skin I've ever felt on a
Ooh,
man.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's rare too, as we've
Yes.
learned from our men who don't use soap episode.
He definitely used soap.
That is nice. That's a prerequisite,
Bonus.
I feel like, for that magic to
Yeah,
happen.
it was lovely. He smelled good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like we're running a little long. Do you want to wrap this up and do a part 2? Because I know we both have some more stories.
Oh, we both have some left. Yeah, that epic tale took a minute. I think so. Let's do part 2.
It's a little early, but I kind of feel complete with it. Like it was such a beautiful, full circle.
You
type
felt
of
all the
experience.
emotions,
I did.
right?
I laughed. I
Excitement,
cried.
joy,
So much anger, rage on your behalf.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed coming on this journey with us today.
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening, everyone.
As always.
Yeah. And tune in for our salty bite later this week. Love you.
Stay salty.
Bye.
Bye.